Is Tom Schaar potentially going to be the first SOTY winner? So first vert skating SOTY winner since Danny Way in 2004. Bob Brenquist, 97. You can make a good argument for Tom, actually. You could make a really good argument for Tom. Two really good parts. Cover. Thrasher cover. One sec. Dime Glory fake cover thingy that went everywhere. I'm pretty sure that was actually done by Thrasher, though. I don't think that was done by the homies. I also looked up his name on Thrasher. He's got some interviews on there. He's got 2 parts prior to the 2 parts this year. He also won some comps, like X Games Osaka Park. That Rockstar thing. Remember that Rockstar thing where Grayson's doing the backflip and there's all these clips? Yeah, Tom won that. Then gets a late invitation to SOTY and then drops this part last night. I went to the premiere last night in Vista. It was sick. I was speechless. I was actually genuinely speechless at this video part. It's insane. And I think it would be good to have a skater like Tom win SOTY. Because I mean, spoiler alert, there's not one rail trick or one trick like downstairs. And to me, that shows like a range of skaters who could potentially win, because pretty much everyone who wins goes downstairs and down rails and stuff. But maybe I'm biased because this is the type of skating that like I grew up idolizing, like DC video and like flip. I forget the name of the flip video. The one where Bob skates to Where Is My Mind. And then also Bob Brenquist, Extremely Sorry. And like Jake Brown, Blind What If. PLG, Subject to Change. Colin McKay and Danny Way in the DC video particularly. I've always really loved that like tech vert skating stuff. And to me, it's like, okay, if you don't give Tom this, then like who do you ever give it to? It's also a tough competition because we got Jocelyn doing tray flips down El Toro. And that obviously automatically puts you in the run for SOTY pretty much no matter what, right? They gotta nominate you. So I'm curious. But I want to say Tom is a really good dude. Like, I went to the premiere and he just seemed like he worked really, really hard on this part. His parents were there and they were so nice. And Tom was so nice and appreciative of everyone who showed up. And it was a big premiere. Like, everyone who's like knows Tom or like skated with him for, you know, the last years, whatever. Everyone came and showed up and supported, and like literally we were left speechless. So there's my rant. Enjoy. I will pause it a lot, by the way. Switchback D. I'll turn the music up a little bit. It's always too quiet. This gap must be huge. It's really hard to tell with the fisheye how big this gap really is, but it must be huge. Oh, he did go downstairs. Shoot! That clip right there just sealed his deal as SOTY. I just need to pause it for a second because this is the most insane. This is so cool. Also, it broke his helmet into pieces, so. Like, what? What are you guys doing? Eye shot? We got an eye shot? Look at this. Wow! Switch flip. Oh, and he catches this so good. It is so hard to switch flip straight. Switch backside flip, I could see. Switch frontside flip even, maybe easier to try, but not actually easier to make. But straight switch flip will rack your brain. What is interesting is Tom usually goes, if Tom is going forward, right? If Tom's going that way, his legs usually go forward. His legs usually go the other way. So he's actually doing it like the opposite as if he would regularly do it. I would expect the legs to go the same way they always do because muscle memory dies hard. So you catch it like back here. But no, he kind of threw it out in front. Back foot comes forward, front foot comes forward. It's crazy. So the one thing that I wanted to, two things that I wanted to point out. After the catch, boom, board kind of bounces, right? On Mega, board will kind of bounce off your feet, and then it's your job to float over it. But look, you can see that front foot control and floating your back foot over the trucks. It's really important. Impossible switch. This takes so much coordination to do switch, especially because it's not like you're going to be practicing this skill a whole lot. So to be able to like balance over your front foot that well and let your back foot float is incredible. Okay, now for the real stuff. Okay. This is like half decked, right? Let's go this way. I want to extend the line so it's not like awkwardly. So it's not like awkward in his crotch or some shit. Okay. So when you deck, no! I deleted it. But whatever. Half the board lands like up here and half lands like in the transition. You can see it just a little bit. There's like, what's that called when you hang up or deck check? I forget what that's called. So the difference between decking it and landing straight into the ramp on a no grab flip trick is like 100% different. It's like so much harder to land here. It would blow your mind. But if you're grabbing, it's actually harder to deck check it. And there's a couple of reasons why. When you go to do a flip trick, you're gonna pop harder. Not intentionally, you're not saying, oh, I'm doing a flip trick, so I will pop harder. No, there's nothing you can do about it. The act of popping and flipping, for some reason, sends you into the sky. Never figured out exactly why. I've tried to speed jump it and do kick flips really hard. You just end up going to the moon. There's really not a whole lot you can do about it. Same on the quarter pipe. If you go out the quarter pipe, you'll just go out to flat. If you do a kick flip on the quarter pipe, like peace out, knees, ankles, lower back, possibly wrists from like sliding out and trying. Like it's crazy. So since it pops you higher, you have to slow down because going higher over the same jump will make you go further. So since you're going slower and higher, it's easier to come down more vertically and kind of use this spot as a thing that softens you up. If you go fast enough to land all the way over here, your arc is so big that it is insanely difficult to catch and hold the board. So you can think about it like this. So flick is not done in a vacuum. The flick is different every single time. If your speed is different, that means the pressure, the G-forces down into the ramp are going to be different. That means the timing going up the transition is going to be different. That means the amount of relative wind coming at you from your forward speed is going to be different. So the wind is going to push on the board differently. That means your landing spot is going to change, which means your angle that you have to be balanced at changes, right? This is flatter where this is more steep, okay? So you have to learn the flick at your speed and your height and your landing spot, okay? This is why you never see flip tricks over Mega besides like Bob or Tom, you know, Danny in his prime. Like there's a few people who've ever done it. So yeah, that's just my rant about learning your specific flick at a specific speed. And it's so inconsistent anyways. And it's so much easier when you go every mile per hour you go slower, it gets a lot easier. So it's just really hard for a million reasons. Also 720 out. Really good one. That wasn't very nice. Kick it back 3. Fun fact, I actually did that over mini mega gap. One sec. Let's go. I found a clip from like someone YouTube channel and I just grabbed it. I just YouTubed to MP4'd it. Boom. All right, I'm in the way. I'm actually so curious. This feels so wrong in so many ways because it's like, I don't know. It just feels like, oh wait, let's make sure we get the takeoffs at the same time. Is Tom's in slow motion? Yeah. Okay. That's messed up. So we can't. We could sync the landings. That's what we could do. Landing. Link. I just want to see some points. See if there's any like real similarities. 'Cause I feel like Tom and I are so different. Can't really see because it's too grainy. Because this is a YouTube video from like 2000 and whenever. But you can see Tom flips his so far. Where I'm catching mine at like 90. Boom. That is crazy, actually. Tom doesn't catch his till after 180. He does kickflip 190 and is like dancing on the nose. And I like kickflip straight to 90 and really finding all my stability over the tail. That's crazy. And then we can look at the landing. This part, I can't imagine that it's going to be any different. Because there aren't that many landings. Like, however you get to this position is going to be the same. Or, sorry, whatever you do to get here doesn't matter. But this matters a lot. Like, there's just no way that this motion is ever going to be any different. You got front foot coming out, back foot lengthening, upper body rotating. Like, that is going to be the same for myself, for Tom, for Jimmy, for Clay, for Ronnie, for everyone who skates these transitions. I'm just going to delete my face cam. Because that's not important. This is also going to happen all the time, right? You get like this, your butt sits way off the heel side and upper body will rest against your thighs. The upper body goes way down into your thighs. Everyone likes to think that balancing happens by standing your upper body up really tall, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't give you anything. Throw your upper body down. If your chest is like parallel with the ground, that's like totally fine. Obviously, as you land, you're going to stand up a bit, but still, you can have that like deep upper body squat. This is so cool that all the differences disappear right here. That is so cool. What's going on here is the upper body is countering the not your board, but like your hips. So like you have to stretch out your front foot and try to keep your hips, try to stay forward. Because if you end up over rotating and facing backwards, you're going to get like smacked. Okay, back to the video. I forgot about that. I forgot about that completely. I forgot about kickflip tail grab 5. You know, it's hard not to rush to get your feet back on the board here. There's habits that you develop with your kickflip 5s that for some reason when you grab backhand, it makes you want to be on the board more. Don't know why. Like kickflip mute 5, kickflip melon 5, barrel flip mute 5, all those seem to go to your hand. But like kickflip stale Indian tail want to get stuck to your feet. So this is super cool that Tom can catch a tail grab without either feet on the board. It's like really, really, really hard to do. And then still land it. It's incredible. This frame right here is one of the coolest vert skating frames that I'll ever see in my life. This is like reminiscent of PLG subject to change heel flipping twist. I want to watch this a bunch of times. Yeah. Like after he catches it and he's bringing the board around with him, but like structured, but it's in tail grab, is really cool. I wonder how hard that kickflip is for him. I don't think too bad. I think this was a lot harder. I think that frontside big spin's a lot harder. I think it's incredibly hard. I just want to note low front foot. Check out how low that front foot sits. After the catch, it's really easy to get too wide with your front foot and ruin everything. But sitting your front foot low and letting it spin is so crazy. This is what Jimmy Wilkins was trying to teach me like on Monday, like 4 or 5 days ago. Get your knee wide, but don't put the pressure into your front foot yet. Just kind of feign with your knee. So your front foot becomes like an anchor point. Your knee is wide. Upper body is not over-rotated. But you have front foot control. And then your balance actually sits over your back foot coming out. I don't know. I was trying. I couldn't do it even on a frontside ollie. So this right here, with this catch, your back foot low. Huh. Come on. Wait. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't have this. Jimmy was like trying his best. We skated for like 3 hours. Trying to like get this position figured out because Jimmy has good alley-oop frontside ollies, and he uses this right here in his alley-oop frontside ollies, and it's really hard. I think this is incredible. Right here, this catch, vertical, it's so crazy. What the hell? To get from here and then transition into that. This is like Bob Burnquist right here. It's like that Bob Burnquist frontside flip in Extremely Sorry, where his front foot sits below the deck and wraps around. This one, where the frontside flip and then his foot sits below the board. This is Bob Burnquist, Extremely Sorry. It's hard. I don't think I've ever done one single trick where a foot sits below the height of the deck and I'll somehow make it. And sitting it below the board and being this patient and having this much control with one foot and then just slowly bringing it into place. Oof, that is crazy. This is what Tom reminded me in the catch of that frontside big spin. Boom, just like this. I mean, look at that. Look at that, crazy. Okay. I got out of that pretty good. I looked away during the video release during that, so I actually didn't see the slam. Tony. Homie clip from Tony. Oh, this is so crazy. I forgot about that too. Blind slide, blunt slide, kick flip. 1 sec. 1 second. See where he's looking, that's all. Yeah, nowhere. Just feel. Just gotta feel it out. Maybe I'm zoomed in. Or is he just cut off? Is he just straight cut off in that clip? Ha! What? Full just cutting off for no reason. It's not even a follow cam. I want to see Grayson Fletcher's part with this song instead, and Tom's part with Grayson's song. I think this song's a little slow, but it works great for slow motion on big transitions. And that. That's so messed up. You don't even know how messed up that is. This one is like the coveted vert trick. There's a lot of history behind the nose grind kickflip. Bucky tried it for a lot of years. And then a couple people have come and gone trying it. And Tom did it pretty good. Really good. Catching it way down the transition. I still don't know. Tom said that Augusto did it on vert. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Hard not to over-rotate the shove it on that one, actually. 2, 3 helmet throws. I want to see a Tom Schaar part, but it's just throwing helmets. I'm going to text Tweestifer right now. Bob ducking the cam. But Bob's such a legend, it's sick to have him in the foreground. It's not like he's in the way. Bob still got it, by the way. Look at that. That's a switch. Really hard to aim. I don't need to waste a bunch of time to explain it. Really hard to aim for the coping there, blindside. Switch frontside grind. I mean, Tom makes that look easy. But I don't think it is. I wonder, I forgot to ask about the rock to fakie. Oh, this next one, spoiler alert, goes all the way around. This is cool. I wanted to look at this in slow motion, actually, in slower motion. Jimmy, shades of Jimmy Wilkins here. Is what I was talking about. Front knee wide, feign the front foot, all these things. Then board gets ahead. This is what confuses me. Board gets ahead. And then probably while it's sliding, upper body gets ahead. Yeah. And then just patient. And just right here, you just hope you don't die or something. You know what's important is actually back foot. Check this out. This is probably where this trick is made or broken. Make or break works great. Past tense does not work as good. So that back foot is the thing that controls the landing, right? So if your back foot, if your toes are off the edge of the board at all right here, on your back foot, which is now your front foot, you're screwed. So I assume a lot of the bails were getting into it and then the board ending up just a little too far behind you, a little too far forward. I would bet my car on that. Yeah, so right here, I bet sliding that back foot into the right position on the board was probably the most important part. And then this flow on the way out, if you do that, you can be a little under rotated here. It's not that big of a deal. You can just push that back foot forward. Going very slow. Boom! Yeah, and you land at scum line. That's so good. That's so insane. Look at this float. Look at that floatiness on the way out. Yeah, landing all the way down here. You guys wouldn't be able to ollie off the deck and land right there. That's like 7 feet. Cool, man. I think it's a real argument for SOTY. I just love seeing vert skating doing well. And I was talking to Tom's mom at the premiere. And she just said, man, he just wants people to like get into vert skating because it's super cool. And yeah, I just want to support vert skaters, park skaters, especially like when you're on a generational run like this. It would make me very happy to see Tom win SOTY. That's all. All right. Have a good day, guys.